You said yes to something you didn't want to. Again. And the weird part? You're not even sure how it happened. 1 minute you're fine. The next you're frustrated, overcommitted, and wondering why you just can't hold your ground. Here's the thing. You probably don't have a willpower problem. It might be manipulation. And most of us can't spot it because we don't know what to look for. Today we're breaking down what manipulation is, walking you through the 6 tactics researchers pinpointed in a real psychology study, and then we're giving you 3 ways to stop manipulation in its tracks, whether it's coming from your coworker, a family member, a friend, or a partner. Manipulation isn't always something scheming in the corner. Most of the time, it's quieter than that. It's a guilt trip from a sibling, a friend who goes cold when you cancel plans, a partner who suddenly becomes helpless right when you're trying to leave the house. The common thread is someone trying to influence what you do, not through honest conversation, but through tactics designed to get around your better judgment. And when it's happening to you regularly, it's a real drain. Your focus goes out the window, your confidence takes a hit, and you spend mental energy you don't have. Now, what does the science say? A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology titled Tactics of Manipulation set out to map exactly how people influence others. Researchers from the University of Michigan, Stanford, and Harvard ran 2 studies and landed on 6 distinct tactics that showed up consistently whether people were rating themselves or being observed by others. 6 tactics, all recognizable once you know what you're looking for. Here they are in no particular order. Charm, extra warmth, flattery. You're so good at this. On its own, not a problem. But when the niceness is transactional, when it disappears the moment you stop being useful, that's your tell. Second, reason. This one sounds fair, but there's a difference between someone making a genuine case and someone burying you in logic until you're too worn down to push back. If you leave a conversation feeling steamrolled by perfectly reasonable arguments, pay attention to that feeling. Third, coercion. Demands, criticism, raised voices, veiled threats, the most obvious tactic. But people still cave when it comes to someone they love or someone with authority over them. Fourth, the silent treatment. They go cold, they withdraw. The goal is to make you feel uncomfortable enough to give in, without the other person ever having to say what they actually want. Works especially well on people who hate conflict. Fifth, regression. Sulking, pouting, an emotional meltdown that feels wildly out of proportion to the situation. Suddenly you're managing their feelings instead of your own life. And sixth, debasement. I'm terrible at this. You're so much better than me. Sounds humble. It isn't. It's designed to get you to step in, take over, or feel guilty to say no. Here's the good news. The science says just knowing these 6 tactics to spot changes how you process the situations in real time. You'll go from, why do I feel so bad right now, to, oh, that's a silent treatment. That mental shift is key to not getting manipulated. It keeps you clear-headed instead of reactive. Here's 3 ways to use that clarity. First, put a name to it. When something feels off, run it against the 6 tactics. Naming the tactic out loud, even just in your own head, creates distance between the emotion and your response. That gap is where good decisions get made. Second, pump the brakes. Manipulation works best when you're rushed and reactive. Let me think about that. It's one of the best things you can say to protect yourself. It's not a no. It's just you buying back your own judgment before you respond. And third, respond to the ask, not the tactic. Strip away the guilt trip or the cold shoulder and ask yourself, what does this person actually need? Responding to the real request keeps you out of the drama and in control of your time and energy. Here's the deal. Manipulation isn't always malicious. Sometimes people don't even know they're doing it. But whether it's intentional or not, the negative impact on your focus and your life is the same. Now you can spot the 6 tactics people use to try to manipulate you. And you've got 3 moves to stay ahead of them to protect your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. Your move.